小段了，小的那边没有了，越小了，谢谢。
Hat Yai, Thailand, December 13th, 2025. Relentless monsoon rains and the remnants of Cyclone Senyor have unleashed a torrent of destruction across Songkhla, Nakhon Si Thammarat, Patani, and Yala, transforming vibrant communities into vast, sodden ruins, and inflicting economic devastation on a scale rarely seen in the region. What began as heavy downpours in late November has escalated into a prolonged disaster, submerging entire districts, obliterating infrastructure, and crippling key industries, with billions in losses mounting amid warnings of further heavy rainfall. In Songkhla province, the epicenter of the crisis, the commercial powerhouse of Hat Yai has been reduced to a ghostly waterway labyrinth. Streets once bustling with trade are now impassable canals, choked with debris from collapsed buildings and abandoned vehicles half buried in mud. Homes and businesses stand gutted, their interiors ravaged by meters-deep floodwaters that surged overnight, spoiling inventories worth millions and rendering factories inoperable. Rubber plantations, a lifeline for the local economy, lie flattened. Vast fields turn to quagmires, trees uprooted, and harvesting machinery entombed in silt. Preliminary assessments peg damages in Hat Yai alone at over 12 billion baht, with the province bearing the heaviest burden, affecting hundreds of thousands of households and erasing projected year-end tourism revenue. Neighboring Nakhon Si Thammarat has fared little better, with more than 20 districts overwhelmed by overflowing rivers and runoff from deforested highlands. Low-lying farmlands, critical for rice and fruit production, are drowned under layers of sediment, crops obliterated before harvest, in a blow that threatens food supply chains. Roads and bridges have crumbled or been swept away, isolating villages and halting commerce. Schools, hospitals, and markets remain shuttered, their structures compromised by erosion and inundation, while power outages have left swathes in darkness, exacerbating the chaos. Further south, Patani and Yala provinces have been battered into submission, with the Patani River bursting its banks to engulf urban centers and rural hamlets alike. In Yala, described by locals as the worst flooding in 2 decades, mountain runoff has carved destructive paths through communities, toppling homes and burying roads under landslides triggered by saturated soil. Infrastructure failures abound. Railways severed, highways eroded into impassable craters, and essential services disrupted as water treatment plants and electrical grids succumb to the deluge. Small enterprises, from markets to workshops, face existential ruin, their stock destroyed and premises uninhabitable. The combined economic fallout across these 4 provinces is staggering, contributing to national estimates exceeding 100 billion baht in total damages. Daily trade and tourism losses peaked at 1 to 1.5 billion baht during the height of the crisis, with Malaysian cross-border visitors vanishing entirely, stranding hotels and stalling real estate projects worth tens of billions. Agricultural heartlands devastated, supply chains fractured, and SME hubs like Hat Yai paralyzed. The ripple effects promise prolonged recession in a region reliant on rubber, fisheries, and border trade. Exacerbating factors include inadequate drainage systems overwhelmed by record rainfall. Hat Yai alone recorded 335 millimeters in a single day, a 300-year extreme, and environmental vulnerabilities from upstream deforestation, which accelerated runoff and amplified erosion. Climate experts warn that intensified monsoons, fueled by warmer seas, have turned predictable seasonal rains into apocalyptic events. As of mid-December, water levels are receding unevenly, revealing a landscape scarred by heaps of rubble, cracked foundations, and contaminated waterways posing ongoing health risks. Recovery operations involve massive cleanups, with military deployments pumping out stagnant pools and rebuilding shattered links. Yet fresh meteorological alerts for heavy to very heavy rain through December 16th heightened fears of renewed surges, particularly in lowlands near foothills. Authorities have mobilized emergency funds and international aid, but the path to restoration looms daunting. Rebuilding homes, restoring farmland fertility, and reviving economies gutted by this unrelenting assault. These provinces, once engines of southern vitality, now embody the brutal cost of unchecked climatic fury, with scars likely to linger for years in infrastructure, livelihoods, and environment. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.